Okay, I just realized my headphones don't pick up sound at all, so most of the beginning audio doesn't actually have my voice, so I'm gonna voice over those. Hi guys, Editor Nelly here. I did not go over a voiceover for the beginning process, mainly because there was too much, footage with no context of what was happening because the audio was messed up and I wasn't able to save it. So that's why you're not getting the first scene of what happened this episode. And I also realized why I was constantly singing Blurred Lines yesterday. It was because it was the last thing I was listening to on my Spotify. So many questions have been answered. Does my headphones actually pick up sound from my mic? Nope, not on my headset. So, most of my crisp audio you're hearing now is actually from me actually speaking with my tablet's audio instead of just not my tablet's audio. So my lovely crisp voice you're hearing now, yeah. I don't know what I was doing before because I got distracted. If you can hear that in my voice, that's the sound of me being absolutely shocked and not knowing what to do after just finding out my audio wasn't working on my headset. So I had lost a lot of footage, about 30 minutes of footage gone. Right, okay. One thing I want to do is make some chest. Not too much, I can always invest in more chest in the future since, yeah. See, bada boom. Bada boom. So most of this is probably just gonna be me talking about whatever really. I need to figure out how to make mud actually. Oh. That is useful information. But sadly, I do not have a water source, so I'm gonna have to start bringing a water source to me so I can make mud. I just found out some really useful information, but sad thing about this useful information is that it's also sadly not that available to me. But I can make it available to me. And how, you may ask? It's called collecting water and then going to collect sand. Wait, give me a second. Oh, there's a cave. I don't want to venture that. I think I found a desert biome right next to me. Or a really decent big beach. Do I not have the recipe for That is actually shocking. I did not have the recipe for a boat unlocked. I guess I just thought, oh yeah, I probably have that unlocked without actually checking if I do. That's actually shocking. Okay, at this point, I was running out of ideas of what to talk about because before this part of it, I had just recorded 30 minutes of audio. So I didn't know what to say because my audio was messed up in the 30 minutes before this recording. So I just didn't know what to say. Okay, boats are kind of an unconventional way for me, so I'm definitely gonna invest in a bridge in the future. So I don't have to keep using the boat. It was a struggle for me to keep going up and down that stairway just to like use the stuff down there. So this is audio of me just moving those stuff up so I don't have to do that. Look at that sunset, guys. Isn't that just amazing sunset? I really wish I could see sunsets like that more often, really. Such a beautiful sight. That's scary. The second recording of the footage ended right here because I had accidentally turned it off and it stopped recording. There was definitely a lot of problems with this video, mainly with the fact of the audio problems and the fact that there was actually meant to be audio here, but guess what? It's not here. My sound file has gotten corrupted. I can hear it when I look at it in my photos, but over here, I can't hear the audio at all, meaning you guys can't hear it either. So most of the voice acting is just going to be from me voicing it over. At this moment, I was just placing the stuff up that I brought back up. I was smelting the sand to make glass because you need glass bottles filled with water to turn regular dirt into mud. At this point, I was just getting tired from jumping off the ledge of my house to get down, so I finally invested in getting some stairs so I could easily go up and down. 36 minutes of audio had just been ruined due to a corruption file, which is inconvenient for me because most of my footage, there's no context behind, so I have to just get rid of it. And of course, I don't want this to be really short, so I'm actually trying to cut it down so it can be a decent length video, but I can't really do that when my audio is gone and I have no context. I had finally made a infinite water source so I can get farming done, and it makes it way much easier to get water when I need it for my builds. At this point, I was just making glass bottles so we can make some mud for some mud walls for my house. I had waited for a while because I didn't realize it was just dirt and there couldn't be grass on it, but in the end, I still got the mud done, so bada boom. Sleeping for the night for a brand new day so I could keep working. I still need to fix that slipping problem at the ledge when I get out of my bed. Instead epic tree cutting montage, I was just clearing land where I was planning to build my animal pens. I had just gotten started on building my farms so I can finally get some wheat because you need wheat to make mud bricks. And you also need wheat to get sheep and cows into pens. So I needed wheat for a few things. I was finally terraforming after building my farm. And while I was terraforming, I just had noticed that there was skeletons. At first I thought it was only one skeleton, but later I figured out that it was two skeletons. I did not know where the skeletons came from, which concerned me a little because I thought there was a cave over there. But I checked over there, I didn't find any cave, so I came to the conclusion that they probably spawned on a different night, or the trees were causing such a dark space they could spawn over there. Luckily, I made sure to make quick work of the skeletons that had spawned. After I killed them, I decided to cut down the trees so skeletons couldn't hide in them as well as they did before. After that, I decided to go back to terraforming. After that, I decided to make even more mud. At this exact moment, I figured out that you can't actually smelt mud to make mud bricks. It was a little stupid of me, but I figured out that you needed wheat after that. I found a baby puppy, but I decided not to tame it because I was waiting for an older wolf to come by. Epic tree cutting montage! After picking some grass to get some seeds, I didn't get any seeds, so I decided to just kill a pig for some food. Did I cook the meat? No. But did I go back to building my house? Yes, actually for a decent amount of time before I ran out of wood, but luckily I got more wood later. After building for a little bit, I went back to bed. After that, I decided to grow a big spruce tree so I can get more wood in the future even quicker. After that, I decided to go back to terraforming. Truthfully, the reason why this part of it is super long is just so I can get like the minutes, because I tried not to go under 20, but it was kind of difficult to do that when I didn't have anything in my mind and all of the audio was gone with my voice. The sounds of the server was there, but my audio with my voice was not. My tree had grew, and it was time for me to cut it down, even though my axe spoke midway. My axe! Aww. After making a new axe, I continued cutting down the tree that I was cutting down last time. The true reason why there's still this much footage is because I'm just trying to waste time here. After finishing cutting down the tree, I still had half of my axe durability still there. And after cutting down that tree, I decided with all the wood that I collected, it was time to finally continue building the house. And with this episode, it marked the first time I had rain in this server. It was the first time the rain had fallen, so I was a little bit shocked that it was raining right now. Especially when I was about to give up, because I already had a lot of troubles, and I've been recording for 2 hours at this time. It was officially the second episode of my Forever World. I had so many troubleshoots, but I'm grateful that I did this. Moving on, I had many troubleshoots actually. Like audio problems, editing problems, and sometimes even like problems with people around me. But I guess the rain was a friendly reminder that nothing can be really perfectly sunny. And that marks the end of this episode. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Nelly out.